it take, you know what I'm saying? You got to have a lot of streams as a local artist for a producer to get paid. Like, you may get paid, you know what I'm saying? But for a producer to get paid, like.
But you heard, yeah. What you heard, what you heard, you can't hear a motherfucking thing.
Because you don't even get into the local conversation, right?
Yeah, I try. Like I try not to.
For the most part, you leave yourself out the way. Like you will chime in and you will say your shit. Like you will give a motherfucker some motivation or some real
I try to keep it that way. I try to never, when it comes to Vegas, I try to never, you know what I'm saying? Just not negative or anything against nobody else. I just feel like I'm from here, so.
Yeah, so you don't put yourself into them conversations. So you keep yourself out the way. So when it comes to as you should.
Yeah, as you should.
I just feel like even if I never got another placement, if I never made a beat from nobody that everybody know, I feel like just off Nip alone, I feel like I could set myself over here, you know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Not that I'm better than nobody, but I just feel like I'm sitting on something that do separate me
straight up
from other people, so I can sit over here and, you know what I'm saying, like, or I don't feel like, you know what I'm saying, I don't have to work with everybody in Vegas, you know what I'm saying, like,
right.
Yeah, for real. And you see right now in the city, the music scene, everybody's trying to step it up. Everybody working. Yeah. We got quality music going on. Man, people actually working together. I agree.
It's great.
And we getting some of the best music we ever heard. You know what I mean? But I do, even though you know you chilling, you doing your own spot, I do be wanting the youngsters to know, like, whatever y'all want to be out there, we have them here. You know what I mean? Everybody just not on Facebook all day want to brag about it. Everybody ain't just on Facebook all day saying, look at my shiny gold card. You know what I mean? It's like, it's the people who really making the moves and doing their thing, man, they content in their skin and they know what they've done, so I don't have to really tell you nothing. You know what I mean?
I'm a little older too though, so I just, you know what I'm saying? I just try to,
I mean, we all in the same age group, so I get it, but like,
so,
you don't, for the most part, you never flex. Like, I even I know when God is What's Up was like really doing numbers as far as in the city and shit like that. You never was like, hey y'all, I did that.
Right.
It's me over here.
Every time, you know what I'm saying?
You kind of was like, you kind of just.
Fuck it up. Hey, Remixxlv, hope y'all got another booth. I'm finna burn this shit up. I ain't pointing at the speakers, yelling, turn this shit up. If I let you hit this butter, better turn this shit up. Until one take, I say, hold on, I'm finna turn this bitch up.
I was laid back. I was doing the little Instagram ads. I was putting like $10 here, $20. You know what I'm saying? Type. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, when I got that email from DistroKid about this song, it was not a shock, but it was like I wasn't expecting to get in my email and see that I had money from, you know what I'm saying? Because just to keep it 100, like. It take, you know what I'm saying? You got to have a lot of streams as a local artist for a producer to get paid. Like, you may get paid, you know what I'm saying? But for a producer to get paid, like, so unless we, you know what I'm saying, charge up front, like, we don't really
get that.
So that's why I say, and then my mindset is why I'm going for placements, is because it is about money at the end of the day. You feel me? I don't want to be out here selling my best work just to, you know what I'm saying?
Survive.
Exactly.
Yeah,
money, some things you just gotta.
When you like, say when you making beats now, right? Because I'm thinking about like your mindset. It probably be like, hold on, I gotta keep this for, you know what I'm saying? Certain beats, do you feel like, oh, I gotta keep this shit for me, or do you feel like I gotta keep this just in case I run into the right person, or is it just like how you feel when you make it?
To now, probably like right now, I probably just got to a point where like I'm building a separate catalog for like if I do run into somebody.
Straight up.
So like I got a beats that I might sell, like the homie might want to buy it, or I might hear somebody that I know want to send it. But now I'm crafting another exclusive one. For you know what I'm saying?
How do you separate one from the other? Like, how do you know, like, this sounds more like I should aim towards this crowd, or this sound more, or let me get this to them?
Just, I guess, experience. Like, when you working with certain artists and certain beats that they grab from you. I used to try to make Phil Oakland type beats. Every type of beat that I used to try to make, like, okay, he from here, or this probably what he like. Them wasn't the ones he was grabbing. He, you know what I'm saying? He was grabbing my style, like how I sample, like the don't take days off. He was like, nah, like that's what I, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
so,
that's what I come to you for.
Yeah, so you kind of just, when you work with people, you kind of start understanding them, like, because that's probably the biggest thing as a producer, as a songwriter, as an engineer. If you don't understand the artist that you're working with, then it's probably not gonna work.
For real. That's real shit.
Like, you're supposed, like, that's a lot of people probably don't know, but that's a requirement. As you have to understand who you're working with. Like, you got to understand what they like, what they don't like, how, as far as an engineer, how they like, you know what I'm saying, they might record, you know what I'm saying, they might punch in, or they might like to sit for a minute, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
You have to be on top of that and understand.
It's similar, to being like a barber or something.
Yeah,
like when a client walk in, I gotta know what haircut you coming here for.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying.
That's real.
Oh yeah. And when you dealing with cats like Filthy, like when you in that environment, do you like chime in, like, you know, with your beats? Because I know you probably already kind of know what you, on some tracks you probably know what you feel should be said on there. You know what I mean? Or is it more like a do your thing, and you know what I mean?
I just let them do their thing.
Straight up.
A lot of time. And then, you know, like artists like somebody that would be Nip or somebody like Phil, like they already have their, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
They already have their way of how they record and how they do things and how they, you know what I'm saying? So like, if I do hear, I might give a suggestion like, oh, you should throw this on there. But as far as trying to curate it for them, no, I just let them just, you know what I'm saying, whatever they come up with, you feel me?
For sure.
It is what it is.
So how did the move to LA end up happening?
Just being on the road. You know, I'm from Vegas, so I gotta get up and. But yeah, I was just on the road so much, and I was traveling. I'm going to LA. I'm going to Anaheim. I'm going to Denver. I'm going to Arizona, and I'm like, okay, LA's right here. I'm like, but you know what? I'm like, I don't need to be in LA. I'm like, I need to be a little further, you know, out the way. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to be into the politics. You know what I'm saying? Because none of them, like, if all these entertainers, they don't live in LA. So like a lot of these people, they don't live in the main. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of us, we don't live on the strip. We don't stay on. You know what I'm saying? So.
Hell yeah. What did you notice was different, like as far as with the music? Because out here, you know, the music in like ours ain't as big, but you know, you got so many people doing music. Out there, do you feel like they work with each other more? Like the artists out there.
It's kind of not really, because I was just gonna say it's a lot of politics, so it's kind of, even if you really wanted to work with somebody that you like, it's kind of hard. You may not work with them just off the politics of who you know what I'm saying, who you associated with. So, honestly, I think, but that's why a lot of them come out, like a lot of people from everywhere come to Vegas. Like you got a lot of people from different cities that live in, you know what I'm saying, came from somewhere but actually live in Vegas and still doing whatever it is they do.
Facts. So how did you meet Filthy?
Through the one of the homies. I don't fuck with him no more, but I was making his beats, and he was getting features from Phil. He was getting his little features. So that's when I said we went and got the computer, you know what I'm saying, started recording, like we just gonna do this ourselves or whatever. And that's when I recorded him. And Phil used to come over there, so he just come over there, do a song or whatever. Sometimes we just chilling or whatever. And what really kicked it off was one day I played a beat, like after we recorded, because I'm kind of like, I always do work first, and then I throw me in later. Right. So like, I'm here to record, so I'm an engineer, I'm gonna do this, but after this I got some beats over here, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I did. Like, I think I recorded a song, and he was still there. I'm like, okay. So I played a beat and I turned it up loud. He was like in the other room, you know what I'm saying? I played a beat, I turned it up loud. He was like, who made that beat? And dude, he was like, Remixxlv made that beat. He was like, hey, send me that. I was like, okay.
Straight up. That's dope though.
And it turned into a real relationship too.
Yeah, but then it was funny though, because some time had went by though, and he was still coming and record. Like he would call him. He'd be like, "Hey, can your boy, can he come record?" You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
And then dude would hit me, and he'd be like, "Hey, what you doing?" He like, "Phil trying to come record." So I'll go pull up at the house, and I just record. So it was like maybe, I don't know, like 2 weeks or a month. Mm-hmm. He coming to record, but he still ain't used that beat.
Yeah.
So I'm like, he ain't gonna use that. I'm like, so then my mind went, you know what I'm saying? Because like when you expecting, sometimes you expect the artist, like when you send it to them, like you think they're gonna use, so your mind kind of gets set on it
right away.
So after he didn't, like I took my mind off of it and I went on to something else. You feel me?
Yeah, I'm having to just have the business.
So then one day he was like, "Hey, can you come record?" Boom, I come record. He was like, "Hey, pull that beat up you sent me."
Okay.
I was like, "It's go time."
And that nigga a smooth ass rapper nigga.
Yeah. You got so many tracks with him. I know the first time we reacted to Phil because of you.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, this nigga got too many placements.
What was that song?
It was the
Ling
one with Ling.
Yeah.
So that's
appreciate that one.
Yeah, that's what made us react to him was because of you. We was like, I was like, man,
because at that time we wasn't
fucking
doing
with this
nothing,
nigga or whatever. I'm like, I gotta throw, you know what I'm saying, remix into the equation. So that's what made us react to him. And then
he chopped that shit too.
Yeah, so just seeing you like,
and that did 13 million.
Oh yeah, that's on
YouTube.
Listen,
man,
that's what I was gonna say.
That was dope.
Oh man, that sounded so much different than the filthy that I normally hear.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it was something different of hearing the beat and hearing the song because this sound different than the filthy. Because I done heard the filthy with
used to hear him popping and shit.
Yeah, popping and shit. I done heard him with Yada. I done heard him with all these different artists or whatever.
Right.
I done heard him with other niggas in in the Cali and it's normally just him just popping his shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That shit was more smooth and it was different. So that's when I was like, okay, remix brings a different element to Phil.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And every producer don't have that thing about them where you change the artist's sound a little bit.
Just to go back to, like I say, I was trying to send him beats that
you thought
but he gravitated to, I guess, what, you know what I'm saying, my sound or what he, you know what I'm saying, he liked.
That's right.
So when it comes to you working with artists in the city, how do that happen? Is it like we gotta have a relationship or?
For the most part, cause I do know everybody. Cause I had my studio for like 2 years, so like I recorded a lot of people, and it was just like a lot of the homies just wanted to work and record. Like, bro, you open? Like, we want to record right now. You feel me? And like I say, a lot of times niggas come record. They might do YouTube beats. They might want to grab a beat from me. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that. But one thing, as far as studios, Vegas has work ethic. The only thing we missing is presentation, marketing, and videos. So what I learned, I'm just,
or if they do got videos, they don't market the videos.
Just what probably the biggest thing that I learned from being around Phil and just watching is there's a I don't want to say a machine. There's like it's a whole process. It's a recycled process that he does. That he, you know what I'm saying, put an album out, videos come out, but everything's already done. But for, you know what I'm saying, it's like it's a whole process. And when I was in the studio and niggas was coming in and they was like, "Yeah, this how we gonna pop. This how we gonna do this." I'm like, "No, look,
right."
And I didn't really want to throw it in there because, you know, like it's a lot of politics too with us. Like, you know, I work with Phil and a lot of, you know, our art, they was getting features from Mozzie. So it was kind of like, you know what I'm saying?
That was the weirdest shit in the world.
Yeah.
When I seen niggas getting into them politics between Phil and Mozzie, I'm like, let the Cali shit be Cali shit. Ain't got nothing to do with us.
But it was like I felt like I was trying to get in the game, but maybe they wasn't listening because I was fucking with Phil, or maybe just because I'm not an artist, so I'm not doing it myself. Like how I'm gonna tell you to do something that I'm not doing, but I was like, I'm sitting here watching what this man doing, and I'm like, okay, this is how it's working. So boom, I'm telling y'all, like, hey, when y'all come here, look, do your album, hold, you know what I'm saying? Do half the videos, like however many songs you got, do half of those as videos. You know what I'm saying? Like I was trying to give them the game, but you know what I'm saying? A lot of us do 1-2 videos and get excited and then just
drop a whole nother album before they even promote their last. What I'm
saying? So some of us don't like some people don't do that. Some people will be just that album would just fall on deaf ears and you be moving on to the next. Like it's weird, but like you say, I can agree with that. Vegas got the work ethic because we know
everybody record a lot. That's what I'm saying. Everybody's in the studio and it's good music. Yeah. But then from there, how do you
push?
You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
And that's what and the reason that a lot of us don't understand it or where we from is because we don't. LA has it. You know what I'm saying? We don't have an industry here. We didn't come with A&Rs and labels that was here. We're probably one of the few major cities that don't that ever had that. You feel me? You go to LA, there's a whole process that's already been there for years. You go to Atlanta, there's artists on top of artists, there's A&Rs, there's record producers on top of record that have already, you know what I'm saying? You go to New York, you go to Florida, you go wherever you go, there's already established history of, you know what I'm saying, the industry. We the only ones that don't have that. So to say anything, we just don't understand. You know what I'm saying? We don't understand, and we not around those people. Like a lot of the homies, they only know the homies.
For real.
Right. So if you don't know, or if you're not rubbing shoulders, if you're not around nobody, if you only around the homies every day, you not gonna understand, or you're not gonna have the knowledge or the game to put your music where you want it to be at.
Yeah,
that's real.
Yeah, and I think that a lot of people, like, man, they be expecting that instant gratification, man. Like they don't, like with this show, we see a lot of people, they tell the other side of the story. Like, oh man, I remember when I ain't had shit. Like you just said, man, this is my bummy days. But you was already sacrificing your time and knowing what you believe in. A lot of people just want to drop one album and they think because they're popular in their section. You know, they don't realize, like, in your section, probably 200 people. That ain't shit. And believe me, out of them 200 people, 30% not gonna fuck with you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Shit, more than that.
So so it's ugly. So it's like they not understanding that push part. They don't understand that grind, man. I be trying to always tell youngsters, like, listen, man, it just don't get pretty. Like it gotta get ugly. Like
it got to,
man. You're gonna appreciate it way more when you look back and be like, damn, I remember I was sleeping on that nigga couch. Nigga
get ugly.
Like, you see how the artists, which we hear a lot of artists, producers, they gonna come get a producer and they gonna, hey man, you come and chill with me, nigga, for 3-4 weeks. You feel me? Out here, you don't, like, you know, they not gonna do that. They not gonna do that. They don't even know, like you said, they don't even know the blueprint.
Yeah.
And it's a gift and a curse sometimes because of being in Vegas, you do have artists that already have money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or what they feel is money. Because sometimes you got money, but you ain't got their money. You know what I'm saying? But you are able to live pretty good, take care of your kids, you know what I'm saying, drive the nice cars, whatever the case may be. And then when the industry or whatever, when the other shit is going on, it's like you don't really care for needing it. I don't need to push this as much because I already have income.
Yeah.
One thing you said that stood out, and what I keep saying is, like, with building shit, I want to create residual income. So you said I created residual income.
Right.
So it's not about the hustle.
It's not.
You could hustle forever. I could hustle. I know I could hustle 10,000 this month. I know I could hustle 20,000 this month. Right. But I need the residual income for when it do get to the point where I'm sitting on my ass and my kids need something and I don't. It's already here. Exactly. It's already a consistent flow of coming in. And I think a lot of artists in the city have not recognized that shit. Or they don't know a residual income.
Or even how to tap in with the media. Like, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of artists don't realize, like, we your best friend. We're not artists. Like, we are your best friend. You supposed to be tapped in. Like, these artists come out with one album, they ain't going to the club and paying the DJ. Hey DJ, run this shit at least 10 times for me, man. What's your name, man? Building them relationships. They just expecting I'm hot in my neighborhood. I'm gonna do this, blah blah blah.
Man, y'all got bird's eye view to this shit.
Facts.
For real.
Sit out here. You know what I'm saying? You know this person, you might know this person, but at the end of the day, you sitting from the outside and you know what I'm saying? You can see what's going on. Y'all probably could look at every artist and critique them and tell them, hey, this is what you should be doing. This is what you shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, just from
it's so cold though. If you ain't rich, but if they don't think you rich in Vegas,
it don't matter.
That's exactly.
You know a lot of people overlook it, and then like what you saying, bro? I'll be like, I always look at it from this side of the table. It's like watching two niggas play chess and you on the side.
Yeah, exactly. You gonna know what
I know the move. Like, bro, I see how he finna come at you right now. You know what I'm saying? I know his next move. Like, you need to be trying to move that motherfucking rook. Yeah, because he coming.
That's exactly how it is.
For real.
That's exactly.
And that's what it looks like. And they don't be understanding like. Most coaches never played sports. They never even played, they ain't played basketball in college or they wasn't no outstanding. I watched enough of it. I'm watching what's going on. You know what I mean? And plus I don't have a horse in the race.
Exactly.
Ain't nothing like not being emotionally attached. Cause you clear-minded. Like, look, bro, you make it or you don't make it, I'm not gonna get rich. Exactly. Like, who do you really expect, if an artist came on here and blew up off our thing, blew up off our show, right? Yeah. Most niggas ain't coming back. They not gonna get rich and be like, "Hey man, Code 7 man, good looking." They not gonna do that.
Not gonna happen.
As me being from, I appreciate it, cause and then I seen the progress too. I've been subscribed for probably since like the Ling Ling video.
Yeah,
but it's like,
cause we've been in touch. Me and you been communicating.
Yeah, you know everything happens organically, but just I'm in love with process. Like to see someone's process, to see progress, like that is probably the most. I don't know. That's like I'm
the same way.
I love to see the process. Like that's what we got from Nip. We saw a whole. That's what we got. The marathon. It's a process. Everything is a process.
See the process.
Yeah. You feel me?
I think looking at it like that, because I'm the same way when it comes to process. I tell people all the time, like when it comes to artists like Nip, when it comes to the bigger artists, even if we go with Neos and the Dizzies, whoever you want to go with, even when it comes to them type of artists. We seen so much not happen and then start to happen and gradually happen. And if you're a real fan, you feel like you was a part of it.
Facts.
You feel me? Like I feel like I was a part of Neo's success. Yeah. So when he wasn't talking about Vegas, that's why I always used to take it personal. Like, damn, bro, I feel like I was a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Like I was really a fan of you because of this or because of that.
I watched the whole process.
I watched the process, and I gave my time to it. I gave my money to it because when niggas like Neo and shit like that was coming up, we was buying CDs. So nigga, I went to Target, I bought the CD, the motherfucker broke. I went and bought me another one. You feel me? I gave time and effort to you. I feel like I was a part of the process.
Especially if you dope.
Yeah.
If you ever,
you get that.
If you ever watch let's just take food. If you ever watch your grandma slave or your mom slave in the kitchen and have a whole process of, you know what I'm saying, cooking dinner, you're gonna have much more respect.
Oh, everything.
For, you know what I'm saying? Damn, I seen what it took for you. I seen when you did, you know what I'm saying? I seen how many times it took you to mess this macaroni up to, you know what I'm saying? Get it right. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
Boy, real shit.
That's some real shit on everything.
I can say about my mama, boy, used to fuck up that fucking dressing, bro. And I used to be like, come on, man, you got your specialties. You ain't finna keep playing with grandma's dressing. You know what I'm saying? So when she finally got it right, I'm like, good shit. Because boy, you know what I'm saying?
Grandma like Thanos though. Grandma know.
Grandma was Thanos. You feel me?
Grandma know I do everything.
Grandma go in there and cook the fuck out there.
Because they kids though. Each kids they have one thing that they good at. One or two things. Grandma just like Thanos. She know everything. Person macaroni and cheese, potato salad.
Your mac matchers, your potato salad is good. You know what I'm saying? So like you said, the process of that and different things is always what stands out to me. Like, damn, it's dope to see this. Like I remember when after Nip passed, and I remember when you was talking about the NBA getting at you about playing the song
for the playoffs,
and I was like, damn, that's crazy. Like a kid, even a moment like, so what was that moment for you? Like, damn, the NBA just hit me.
That was
surreal.
That was crazy because I think that was at a time like it was like a rough time at that point, and I think that was right before I moved into my studio. So it was like a rough patch, and yeah, I seen that, and I'm just like, damn, this is crazy. I'm like, but I'm kind of confused because it's like, yeah, I'm a owner of a percentage shareholder of this song of my, but like I don't own. Why y'all hitting me up? Like why y'all ain't hit? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, but I understand like on paper, you know what I'm saying? Like I get these little music reports, shit in the mail every month, like asking me, hey, do you want to license your song to us to use but it don't be worth it, but it just be like little shit like that, and I just be like, it's dope. It's a real good feeling, especially as a human in life, you know what I'm saying? Like you feel like if you never did nothing else, you accomplished something.
Yeah, you want to feel everybody's shit want to feel appreciated. You know what I mean? You want to feel appreciated for your hard work, because a motherfucker did a billion songs before that. You know what I mean? So it's like y'all focusing on this one song, but really deep down in my heart, I feel I got some shit better than that. You know what I mean? Because every artist and whatever they're doing, you can always feel like the next game or the next thing could be better than the last one. You know what I'm saying? So for them to acknowledge that continuously it got to be a dope feeling.
Not to cut you off, T-Pain low key like he I went and met him at Aria one day through like one of my boy Adam homies. You know, they from LA. His name T Money. So T Money, he had the label with Dollar through Akon.
Okay.
So when Dollar was alive, rest in peace, you feel me? I used to work. I did beats for Dollar, you know what I'm saying? So
and Dollar was cold.
Yeah. But T Money, you know what I'm saying? I ended up getting a relationship with him, and this is when T-Pain was doing DJ sets. This is like years ago when Hayes was at Aria. So one night, he was like, slide through. So I go up there, and he introduced me to T-Pain, and he's like, you know, this my partner, you know what I'm saying? He make beats. And I'm like, okay, whatever. He was like, well, let me hear something. So I had my laptop with me. Like, I'm already know I'm ready for T-Pain. Like, man, I'm bringing the laptop. I don't know what's gonna happen tonight. You feel me?
Prepared. Gotta be ready.
So what's crazy is I played the Don't Take Days Off beat for T-Pain. And he was like, that's cool. He was like, just brushed it off type shit. Yeah. Like, he was like, oh, that's cool. But he was like, this is really the vibe I'm on, right? Like, I think at that time they was going, like, this is when the, what's that?
This is when he was
doing,
what's
the little techno
I was
dance?
Just gonna say the EDM type shit.
Yeah, this is when that kind of first started. So he was doing DJ sets and doing like, so they was on that wave. So that beat was like a mid tempo. He wasn't on that tempo. You know what I'm saying?
Because that's around the time when Lil Jon starting to do Turn Down for What?
Yeah, you feel me?
Shit like that. Yeah.
So I played it for him. I played him like maybe 4 or 5 beats. I played him that one. He was like, you know, that's cool, whatever. Then he like played me some songs off whatever project that he had coming up, and that was that. But I'll never forget, like,
that's probably like when he had what?
He shrugged my beat off.
For real. That's crazy. But it's good to know, like, when you see shit like that, you know, just everything ain't for everybody.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Because like at the end of the day, thank God T-Pain didn't grab that motherfucking
film.
Because that nip, you know what I mean?
That's
T-Pain, it just they different levels.
I wouldn't want it to be no other way.
Exactly.
Whenever I die, I'm okay with that one. I'm good with that one.
So how many a few other people you probably didn't worked with or all that before we wrap this up? What was like one of your inspiring moments?
For real. Or like your starstruck moment. Not really starstruck, but like, damn, I'm really like around this month.
Yeah, I'm in here with him.
Probably T-Pain.
Yeah.
Cause like I'm just a whole fan of the whole, man, you know what I'm saying, artist recording yourself,
straight up,
mixing, writing your own songs. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, bro, love T-Pain.
Bro, I'm from the old school, so
T-Pain's one of the coldest.
That was like
he was hella creative too.
And the first night I met him, we went down, like, he had us wear like these white robes, like we all wore these white robes, and we did the red carpet at Hayes. This is the first day I met him.
That's crazy.
Like,
right on the
he just he a different animal.
Yeah, man.
T-Pain actually do reactions now, and I'll be watching that shit.
Yeah,
T-Pain does reactions now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That nigga he's something else. Like, just random motherfuckers he'll react to. listen to beats.
Oh yeah, because they send in their music and stuff. Yeah.
Yep. He started. You know what I'm saying? Like he even do that now.
That's dope though. That's giving back. That's dope that he doing that. You know, because
and that's why I really like from being a fan of T-Pain and then seeing like this a down to earth dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he really kind of let different people in his space. I remember when he did the song with Mark Rebel out of whatever his name is. I can't think of his name. So white dude got a crazy following. Be doing all type of crazy shit on Facebook and shit like that. When he did the shit with him, I'm like, this nigga is just crazy. And dude is fanning out over T-Pain, and T-Pain like, I like your work. You know what I'm saying?
I like it. Yeah.
I like your work, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's a real shit.
For sure.
So yeah, man. So before we get up out of here,
I got this segment called Game for Lames, man. Let the people know some game you done acquired in life that you feel and help you stay focused. You know, I always say like, everything that glitter ain't gold.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
I like to say, stay on your side of the street.
100. For real.
okay.
Simple and right to the point, but that's real.
You know what I'm saying? All that's going on over there.
Don't worry about it.
Don't got nothing to do.
Straight up,
Stay
man.
on your side of the street.
A lot of people crash from going on somebody else's side of the street.
For
real.
Trying to
Bad.
go around the corner.
Fact.
See what's going on. You
Down your side of the street. No, that's real. That's real
For sure, man.
shit. I ain't never even heard it said that way.
Nah, me.
You hear stay in your lane.
Yeah.
Stay on your side of the street. I ain't never heard it put together like that.
Everything.
That's real, man.
Yeah.
One more time, you can get a PPO information, man. For
Yes,
sir.
Remixxlv FOD on Instagram. Remixxlv. Everything else, man. I appreciate y'all for having me.
Oh,
Man, we
thanks for
finally
coming,
here.
Much you
for
finally
sure.
came, man. I
Yes,
feel
sir.
like you in the conversation, but I feel like sometimes I be like, "Man, why we ain't talking about remix?"
And that's
Since
cool
you don't,
though.
since you don't
Yeah,
bother
that's-
about it.
that's-
I don't bother about
Nah,
it because these other these other niggas.
Yeah.
There's so many other niggas that you don't mention shit. They you ain't. You know what I'm saying? You just play your part and
Yeah,
play your
My
sit back and do
competition
your
is,
shit.
is in other places. So
For real.
Facts. That's 100, man.
For real.
Hey, man, with that being said, y'all know what this is, man. This is Pod Talk by Tizzle. This is Code 7, and we
outta
are
here.
gone, man.
I go hard for this. How the fuck you winning if you lost to this? Niggas think they own, so they get off in this. It's easy to get crossed in this. On TOP, we gon' get far from this. Step up in they town and burn it down like I'm a horse.